Alrighty, hey yo, what is up, Knights? Aegis Rick here, back with some more DFO Rush. This time on my Dark Knight, one of the newest characters on my account. Actually, this is the last one that I've gotten to the max level, and it's actually been a while that it's been like this from at the max level already. You know, I made one in seasonal, didn't really show that off. I wanted to, but trust me. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. But guys, Dark Knight. And you guys are probably wondering my opinion as we jump into Power Station. But you guys are probably wondering on my opinion on this class, because I've been quick to kind of trash classes in the past, and I want to preface that by saying this is one of those characters that did get trashed by me. I was like, yo, Dark Knight, you know, he's a lazy design class. I mean, the list goes on and the kinds of insults I've thrown at this class. But at the end of the day, you know, you finally get to leveling it, Rick. What do you think for real now? I think I won't take back the things I said about this class, but I will say that after leveling him through, I can understand maybe why some people would enjoy this class. Now, that's not saying that I still, you know, have a change of heart or anything, but I can now see why some people would have more fun playing this than I would think. Now, if you guys don't understand, the Dark Knight is one of those alternative classes. They came along at the same time as the creator, and she is very, very obvious to explain her gimmick, you know, being very exclusive. But this guy also has a very special gimmick in that he is a Omni Slayer. He is basically a Slayer of which has all of the other Slayer skills. And we're using the Second Awakening now because it has big OE. It looks freaking dope right there. Cool move right there. But yeah, he is an Omni Slayer. That means he has the skills of all of the male Slayer subclasses. And right now I'm going to actually try to chain my skill into this awesome one-hit KO for sure. Really, really good chain right there. But so what I'm trying to say is he has the skills of all of the male Slayers inside of him. Basically, I want to say all of the skills, you know, especially the high-level skills, you know. If you play Azura, you have Agni Pentacle, you have Ground Quaker, you have, you know, if you're talking about Berserker, you have Outrage Break, you have all these kinds of moves, okay? Soul Bender, you even get Kala, you get, you know, Tombstone, a version of Tombstone. You're going to see that very slowly, like this is the Tombstone version. So you get all of the Slayer skills, basically the Omni Slayer. And, you know, why would you shit on this kind of class, Rick? Oh, he's cool, man. He has all the Slayer classes. And it really just boils down to his playstyle, really, and it really does that for a lot of cases for me. Their playstyle, how do they play? And quite frankly, this character takes it to the extreme of the kinds of things that I dislike. It makes it so easy that it just gets straight up boring. Fact of the matter, I can see where, at least that was my opinion of it before. It's just boring. Like, hey, man. So I guess I'll explain. Every time you use a skill, you have the option to press the same skill key again to perform the next skill in that chain. And you'll see if I keep pressing my G skill right now, it's chaining these skills together. This is my V skill. I have two skills chained there. Here's my D skill. You know, I use one skill, I can chain into the next skill, and then I chain into the next skill. And you know what? If I wait even long enough, chain into the next skill. Boom. So that's kind of his gimmick. He presses one button multiple times to continuously chain skills. And I guess that's kind of the fun of this class. Half of the fun is kind of making your own chains. As we go ahead and look at my skill build, if you guys look, he has a different kind of skill tree than most classes. And that's where the continuous chains come from. Obviously, on the A tree, if I can move this over a little bit. On the A tree, you have all of these 4 skills lined up, and they get progressively stronger as you get further along in your chain. So by chain 5, your skill will be like, I don't know the actual percentages, but you know, we're talking 500% or something absurd like that. Now he also has other systems in place, but basically that's the main gimmick, right? He chains his skills together in order to increase his damage as the chain continues. So, but like I said, it maybe sounds a lot more convoluted than it is when you actually get to playing it. Really, it is a matter of just pressing A 5 times and pressing S 5 times, or any of these 6 skills 5 times. And of course, figuring out the combo that works for you. This seems to work pretty well for me, but you know, that's not saying that this is any good. You guys will tell me otherwise. Oh, Rick, your chain sucks. Here's what it should be. But There is a little bit more complication after you got the First Awakening, which this class didn't for the longest time have any First or Second Awakening. And technically this class doesn't have a Second Awakening, but it's really like an Awakening Part 2, you know. It's basically his 2 awakenings. He got it this the update before this last one. So yeah, but anyway, he got his awakening kind of souped up what his skills are kind of functioning. He made it a little bit more complicated in that your upper row is actually a further thing that you can chain into. If you cancel any of your animations with the skill on your top row, if you cancel any of your bottom row skills with the skill on the top, you'll actually get a damage buff corresponding to this down here, which you got after the First Awakening. So you also got features such as being able to, you know, before it used to be annoying to kind of maintain your chains. Now it's kind of just like you can press the skill and use this chain whenever you want. I can press Phantasmal, I can wait like 10 hours, then cast the next skill in the chain. It's very convenient that way, and it makes it, you know, obviously very, like I'm saying, convenient. So, but that is the gist of it, guys. If you've played any of the Slayers, then you'll see a lot of, you know, I guess not a lot of variation in the skills. They will look almost identical, if not cooler. I want to point that out because I actually have a skill that I think is much, much more effective, more potent on this class. Boom, that one right there. Than it is on the class it is stolen from the Weapon Master. I'm like, dude, why you giving Dark Knight cool skills, man? You shouldn't give a clone better skills than the original. And I feel like he gets that too often, which kind of frustrates me. You know, it's just like, you know, what's the point of playing a Weapon Master if you're just gonna give him cooler skills than the Weapon Master, man? But you know, obviously that's exaggerating, but you know, stuff like that. It's just like, man, it's kind of like a cheap. It lessens the effect on the main classes when this guy gets him so easily, and in a lot of cases his damage potential is a lot stronger because he can cancel it, like we've been talking about now. He can cancel it, he can cancel out of it to make it safe, he can cancel into it if it's at the end of the chain to do more damage. All of these things kind of compound on themselves. Boom, what a cool move right there, to just make this guy a very potent character. So my opinions on him, though, you know, you won't see me playing him much further than this. I'm going to be getting a Halidom set because I believe getting Halidoms on this character is very, very beneficial. In fact, I've heard stories. The legends have foretold of this character actually being able to hit, like, damage cap levels just with solely Halidom equipment. Only like, no, this isn't Halidom in a weapon. No, this is just straight up. If you have full Halidoms, you can hit damage cap on this character, which is absurd, right? I've never even heard of that kind of thing, even on like my highest burst character, my Shadow Dancer or something. This is my new strongest character apparently, you know. So I don't know if it's true. I'm gonna obviously try to test it out myself, but I do definitely see the potential because the chain, you know, as your chain keeps getting higher and higher, you can definitely see the damage rising just exponentially, you know. Especially if you're using higher level skills and you're actually worried about getting high level chains. I'm not right now since I'm killing enemies anyway, but I can imagine this getting out of hand very, very quickly. Using one of these afterwards, canceling it with this, Second Awakening. Stuff is going to get absurd very quickly. And, you know, that grab right there is supposed to be Agni Pentacle. On the Azura, you know, you can't cancel Agni Pentacle out of your skills, man. That's unheard of. This character, he seems to do it in stride. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to show off the Dark Knight and what he is. I think I've showcased basically how he plays. I may not have the perfect build or combination set up. I don't even have a lot of skills even skilled. Because the cooldown is an aggregate average of the cooldowns of skills that you've applied. Anyway, long story short, there is a lot of ways to activate or set up your skills. This class also, because he steals so many skills, has the most skills in the game. I think he has the most skills on any character, even my knight, which is surprising, but yeah. So the combinations, quite frankly, are very, very numerous on what you can do, and that's half of the fun, honestly, guys. Don't look at this video or look at anybody else's video on playing Dark Knight to find out what combination you should have. Try it out yourself, because literally there are so many combinations you can make, and stuff can work differently depending on your situation, like mine. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. There was Dark Knight. Hopefully I explained everything. And maybe got you interested in Dark Knight, even though I don't like him myself. So that's kind of the point of these DFO Rush videos. But anyway, guys, in the next video... Actually, I don't have a next video, so it might be a little while as I make another character and show him off. So, catch you guys then.